Biden is not an anti-Semite. I mean, I don't think that he's an anti-Semite anyway. He's not more of an anti-Semite than he is a racist. One of the problems is that the Democrats are engaging and have engaged since 2016, if not for longer, in the politics of projection. So everything that they're doing, they're projecting onto Trump. I mean, literally, the people from Antifa and Black Lives Matter that Biden refuses to distance himself from, right? He refuses to condemn. They have vandalized recently, a couple of weeks ago, synagogues in the United States. Why would they do this? It's sort of like the question, why did the Al-Qaeda terrorists in Mumbai go after the Chabad house, right? Why, when they're going after these major hotels, would they also go after the Chabad house, which is in the middle of nowhere? You had to really know where it was. You had to scout it out as a target in order to attack it, right? Why would they do that? Why are they going to Kenosha's one synagogue and putting swastikas up on it? Why? And the answer is because anti-Semitism is part of the fabric of their radical ideology. It's because they can't not. Why were they going after Schultz in Beverly Hills and Beverlywood? Why? Because it's part and parcel of who they are. They can't just burn down businesses. They also have to go after synagogues and Jewish people because they think that Jews control the United States, because that's part of their conspiracy theory mindset about the way that things go in the United States, because that's just how anti-Semitism captivates the mind of conspiracy theory fed mobs. Okay, they project. The Democrats don't want to deal with this. They won't deal with it. In fact, they embrace it, right? I mean, Nancy Pelosi gave $14,000 to Ilhan Omar's campaign. She endorsed her reelection in the primary. She endorsed Rashida Tlaib's reelection in the primary. She obviously endorsed AOC's reelection in their primary. Senator Schumer had AOC at his side when he was attacking Trump over his plan to nominate Amy Barrett to take Ruth Ginsburg's seat on the court. These are people who the Democratic leaders fear and understand as well, have accepted are the new guard in their party. They control party policy and they are anti-Semitic. But they don't want anybody to know that. I mean, you have 80% of American Jews or 70% of American Jews who are dyed-in-the-wool Democrats, right? They are liberal Democrats. 50% of them are liberals. They define themselves as liberals. It's the largest group of, demographic in the United States that describes itself as liberals. They want to be Democrats. So how do you keep them there? When your party is being taken over by anti-Semites, you make them constantly fearful of anti-Semites on the other side. Biden is not an anti-Semite. I mean, I don't think that he's an anti-Semite anyway. He's not more of an anti-Semite than he is a racist, right? But the people around him are. I mean, Obama, I believe, had harbored very hostile intentions towards Jews in Israel. Personally, right. Emotionally, I think he was emotionally an anti-Semite. I don't think that Biden is. But all the people around him are. He's going to have a foreign policy team that's going to be made up of old guard Obama people, right? And all of the new guard people. And so the old guard people are hostile to the Israeli left, but maybe like Americans for Peace Now, they think that, Israel has a right to exist as a Jewish state, just a much smaller one and a much weaker one, right? But then he's going to have people like Matt Duff come in who thinks that Israel is the root of all evil, and that Israel has to be snuffed out as a Jewish state. So, but in the meantime, so how do you get Jews to continue to feel comfortable with you and not to, God forbid, harbor any thoughts of leaving the camp, is by keeping them on constant war footing and telling them a constant stream of lies that their best friend ever in American politics, Trump, or at least in the White House, hates them and he likes Nazis.
Pulse of Israel, frontline videos from the Holy Land. Support our work by donating today.